what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Chrissy. What's up? Welcome. So today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be showing you how to accurately measure yourself for shapewear or for any type of clothing. I get so many questions in all of my videos, especially my Shapewear video. I get people asking me, how do I measure myself? How do I determine my size based off the sizing chart? And I get a lot of people ask me what are my measurements. So that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. Basically how I'm going to be doing this video is I'm going to be standing in front of the camera just like you would be standing in front of the mirror, and I'm going to show you how to accurately measure each part of your body that you need to know the measurements for shapewear or for clothing. Basically the parts that are typically on a size chart. So before we get started, I just want to give you guys a few tips. I want you to go into this and just clear your mind of any expectations or any negative thoughts. You have to be very real with yourself in doing this. I definitely recommend not wearing too much clothing. Wear something that's very fitted to the body, something that's a little more thin. As you'll see in the video, I have on like a thin, like ribbed kind of jumpsuit, catsuit situation, or you can just do it, you know, in your birthday suit. Why not? And get the most accurate measurements. Also, you do not want to measure yourself while you have on shapewear, because depending on the type of shapewear you have on, it can either cinch and it can cause our measurements to be a little off. So before we get started, of course, you know, I have to say, if you are new to my channel or you've been here before, you've watched a couple videos and you are not subscribed, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Also click the notification bell on the side of it so that you are notified whenever I upload. Go ahead and grab a pen, a piece of paper, or your iPhones, open up your notes, and let's jump right into this video. Okay guys, so the very first thing that you want to do when you're attempting to measure yourself, very first thing you want to make sure you have is a measuring tape made out of fabric. You want one made out of fabric because it needs to be able to bend over all your curves and everything so you can get an accurate measurement. Don't use the ones that are made of metal that you oftentimes see like in a toolbox, because those won't be able to bend and, you know, they'll kind of mess up and you won't be able to get your true measurement. Two, you want to make sure you have something to record your measurements, whether that's a pen and paper, or, you know, you're going to jot it down in the notes in your iPhone. Just make sure you have something there next to you to quickly put down your measurements, and so you can always have and you can keep whenever you need it. So I'm going to show you how to measure your breasts, your waist, your hips, and also I'm going to do your thighs, because sometimes when you are shopping for shapewear or you're shopping for clothes in general, you want to see, you know, maybe they'll have something where you need to know your thigh measurement. So we're just going to go ahead and add that and do that. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So starting with the bust, what I'm going to do first is I am going to take the end of the tape measure, the part where it starts with 1, 2, 3, yes, and I'm going to take that around the back, and also you're going to measure the fullest part of your bust. So that typically is this part right here that kind of comes around the nipple area. You're going to take it all the way around your back. You are going to land right on your measurement. So when doing this, you do want to make sure that you are snug, but you don't want to be tight, because if you measure yourself with the measuring tape tight, then the measurement is going to be slightly off, and whatever you're measuring yourself for to fit in the breast area, it's going to be tight. So example of that is pulling it like this. You know, that's tight. That's not right. It's not going to work. So instead, you want to have it snug and you want to get that accurate measurement. As you can see, I have my measurement. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at it, I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to record that down as my bust measurement. So next we're going to go on and we're going to move on to our waist. So next we are going to measure our waist. The first thing you are going to do when measuring your waist, you have to find your waist first. A lot of people kind of get this mixed up and kind of get confused when finding their waist. I personally used to think that your waist was here. That's wrong. A lot of people think that. A lot of people think it's here. But typically it's right above your belly button, and it's the smallest part of your torso. So if I'm looking at myself, you know, and I'm looking at the natural curvatures of our body, it's the smallest portion within this area. So sometimes what you want to do is look in the mirror and put your hands on your waist. So when I do that, I'm going to put my hands here. This is my waist, and this is the smallest part of this area. So in order to remember exactly where your waist is and get the proper measurement, I recommend getting something like a thin belt or a tie, and tying it around that area, just so you know exactly where it's located. So because I found that my waist is right here, I'm going to get this belt. I'm going to make sure it's straight in the back, and I am just going to tie this around my waist. So right here. Next, I'm going to get my tape measure. I'm going to do the same thing as we did with our brush. You guys, don't be nervous. I'm going to take it around, making sure that it is flat in the back, you guys, because if you have any like ruffles, it's not straight, you're not going to get the proper measurement. I'm going to take it, I will put it right on top of this belt, move this belt down just a little bit, and there I have my waist measurement. See, it's a lot easier than you even think. And then you're going to look at that number, of course, and go record it. So moving on to our hips, typically by industry measurements, you are to measure yourself about 8 inches from where you measured your waist. But you do want to make sure that you are measuring your waist in the fullest part of your behind, around into the fullest part of your thighs, and that's how you're going to get that accurate measurement. So this is a little more difficult because you still want to make sure that your measuring tape is flat and you are accurately getting these inches, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to find the fullest part of our behind. For me, the fullest part of my behind is right about here, and we're going to bring it around. So again, like we did in the last 2 steps, we're going to take this part of our measuring tape. We're going to find the fullest part of our behind. It's the part where you just gotta go in for it. You gotta be real about it. You gotta be real with yourself about it, okay? We're going to take this around. You can bring it around so that you can accurately see. And we're going to land at our measurement. You want to make sure that it's straight as well, so you're getting the right part. And oh my gosh, I'm off the grid. Wow. So basically, let me demonstrate again what you want to do. You're going to take the smallest side of the measuring tape, find the fullest part of your behind and your hips and your upper thigh area. You are going to bring that around, and there you have your hip measurement. So when doing our thigh, this is going to be pretty easy. You know, you've already got the hang of it. We've done 3 other body parts, and the process, it really doesn't change much. The only difference is when measuring our thighs, we have 2 of them. So one could be potentially bigger than the other. So you are going to measure both. I'm only going to show you one because I'm not recording my measurements right now. But, the process for one is the same as the other. So what we're going to do again is we're going to take our measuring tape. You know the drill. Take it this side first. We're going to take it around that area. But you are going to find the biggest, the meatiest, the fluffiest, the jiggliest part of your thigh. So for me, that is my upper thigh area. So about right here. So when doing this by yourself, you're just standing in the mirror, your feet about hips length apart, and you're going to find the meatiest part of your thigh. So for me, because that's right here, I'm going to take my tape measurement. I'm going to grab it, bring it around, bring it on up, making sure that it's flat and it's straight in the back, bringing it around, making sure that the measurement is snug but not tight, and there I have my measurement. Again, I want to remind you guys that when you are taking this measurement, I want you to take it for both your left and your right thigh because, you know, of course, the measurements can be different, varying on, you know, if one thigh is bigger than the other. So just make sure to take both, especially if you're getting something made or you are purchasing something where you need to know your thigh measurements. So you guys, I was not going to show you how to measure the torso, but I decided to go ahead and add that in because you never know. You might be getting something custom made, you might be getting a bodysuit, you might be getting whatever. So I just decided to add in the torso, and that's very easy. So for your torso measurement, what you're going to do is you are going to start at your shoulder, right here, and then you are going to stop at your waist, and that is your torso measurement. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope that you guys took something away from it. I hope that you are now confident when measuring your body for shapewear or for clothing. I didn't do a full body measuring video, but if that's something that you guys want to see, comment down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up so that I know, and then I will do that body for you guys because there's so many different other areas of our body that you can measure, of course. So again, if you did like this video, you want to see more informational videos like this, give this video a big thumbs up. I did take my measurements while doing this, so I will list my measurements down below in the description box. So if you guys are watching me and watching clothing hauls, trial hauls, shapewear hauls, you guys can, and you think that you are close to me in size or have the same type of body part, you can use me as a reference. So again, if you guys are not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on the side to be notified whenever I upload. Follow me on Instagram at Chrissy B Styles so that you stay in the loop. And you guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys very, very much. Thank you for the support, and I will see you in my next video.